Hey guys, it's been the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have a crossover video for you. And the fun part is, through the magic of science and technology, we get to look at some coins here in the original holders, and then after that you'll see how they came back. So we're actually going to go ahead and do this with a customer of mine said, hey, I want to send all these coins in for crossover and to PCGS, and just regardless of how they come back, this will be fun for the coin community. So those of you who may have seen this little logo in the corner down here and see this gold foil, this is an older Annex soapbox that has the blue label, really cool. MS63. We're not going to look super close at these coins, but we're going to have a little bit of a starting point, a reference to see how the coins come back, because when you do a crossover, what you can do is you can say, hey, only cross a coin over if it comes back the same grade, like this proof 65, right? Or you can just say, hey, we want these coins out of these holders and put them into your holders, which is really in a way just a glorified crack out, but you do send the coins in the holders. This is an old Blanchard holder, proof 65, Franklin. So I said, okay, this will be fun. We'll do this for the science of it, science, technology, whatever we're going to do, the posterity. I think your posterity is a different thing. Here's a PCI, old gold label PCI, proof 67, deep cameo. Interestingly enough, this coin to me had more of a cameo appearance than this one does, without the cameo designation. Uh-oh, PGA MS6078S. Interesting coin on this one. We'll see what they call that. I don't think that'll come back new. Maybe it'll come back new, but it sure doesn't look new to me. Here's an older ICG. I shouldn't say older. Here's an ICG proof 63 on this 1961 half. Let's take a look. This is a box full of goodies here, guys. So here is a Paramount on an 1886. This is going to be a Philly mint. Really pretty coin. Really pretty coin. They had called this Mint State 65. Hard to read their labels, as always. I'm feeling that might come back as 64. That's kind of what I'm feeling. My favorite coin, I don't know if I should call this my favorite coin. Maybe that's not very nice thing to say. But this 1989 Silver Eagle, and an old PCI, Photo Certified Coin Institute, PCCI. I love these holders, by the way. MS65. Well, I'm predicting an upgrade on that one. Like we'll have one coin with an upgrade. All right, I got one coin I'm going to look at a little closer here because it's 1937 Buffalo. Oh, it's got a little spot there. That's too bad. This is the graded MS60. But we'll see what they do with that spot on it. Maybe they call it environmental damage. I think it's MS60 is just such an odd grade to have. This 57 cent that they had called proof 64. You can see over time some of the things that change, like this one's got the grade in the corner, but these ones do not have the grade in the corner. Globo Jim, because we're better than you. Bugs Bunny $50 without a grade. There's going to be some of these without grades on them. We'll see how Bugs comes back. Well, which one's tricky? This is a tougher coin. This is an INS holder, MS65 dimple on an 880. Very strong PL on the reverse of the coin on that guy. Here's a 97, also Philly and MS65. I actually like this coin. I'm going to call this one a 5 also. I think it's really lovely. And I think that one will come back a 5. What else is in this box? Oh, goodies here. I've got, oh, that's right. After that, there's a whole bunch of these 81Ss and global holders. 81S, I think it was 81S 2, 3, and 4s. Let me see here. This is when things get packaged well, they don't come out easily. That's funny. 81S, maybe they're all 81Ss. Let's take a look here. Got a whole bunch of them that we're going to send in. 81Ss. Yeah, it looks like this group was entirely 81Ss on this group. So we got a bunch of those to send in and see how they grade. Most of the 81Ss, this one's a little lower grade. I think most of these guys are going to come back, 63 type coins. None of them are going to be a higher grade. None that I had seen were going to be really like a high grade coin. They're just going to be nice, original, brilliant, uncirculated. By the way, these global holders, this is a little bit of a modern mail order company. I will say that it's interesting because they have basically revamped these old grading companies. You see this INS, and then you see ING, INS, and what's the other one called? The PCCI, the Photo Coin Institute. The holder style is the same, which is kind of cool. But then they've decided to turn them into these nice little photo montage on the side, and then some history on the edge here. But all right, boom. Let's see how these come back. Through the power of the internet and modern technology, it seems like no time has passed, when in fact it's been like 18 months, maybe longer. But since I live in a time cocoon, we'll see what happens here. So I want to show you a little bit about how the packaging comes back. This is all the labels in here, and there's actually some coins that are not out of their holder, which is pretty fascinating. So we'll see here, because these coins, we'll see if they are in any way in an order that makes sense. But how did they come back? We had quite a few different coins. Here's that 1878S. And that guy came back MS61, kind of a scuffier example, but all 1878Ss are scuffy. It's for real. It's for real. So this 1886 Philly that was out there, we've got a lot of scuffiness, brilliant luster, a lot of stuff going on in the fields. MS63. So I'm intrigued already just thinking about what's going on here with this box of stuff, because the crossover, when you put crossover any grade, then basically all you're doing is you're having them regrade the coins, and you're going in with out limitation. So they should just be holding stuff. Proof 67 on this 1958. It's a nice grade on that guy. So that Franklin's an upgrade on, we had the other Franklin here. This was in a 67, PCI 67 Deep Cameo. And now it is in a 66 holder. This guy was in a 65 holder, Blanchard 65. This was a Paramount 65, the 78S. So actually so technically he's 2 and 2. 2 up, 2 down. Of course, a lot of these didn't have an actual grade, so this guy's got some stuff going on. This is really just a high gloss finish. You kind of want those Franklins to have a little bit more, some cameo look. This is just a very flat issue. This was the 1961 was in an ICG 63 holder. Now it's in a 62 holder. I thought this would just kind of transfer over at the same grade level, but that one went down. This 1943, this was in that Annex ANA 63 holder, and now it is in a 64 holder. So he's still shooting 50% actually. For the coins that were actually graded, he's shooting 50%. This Buffalo was in a PCI photo grade MS60. And now it's in a 64 holder. So I think that puts him +1, if I'm doing this right. This 57 was in a PCI 64 holder. And now it's in a 66 red holder. So that's a +2 on the plus and minus ticker tracker. All right, after that, let's see, we're getting, it looks like I got the dollars in here. What was this 1897 in? This guy was in an INGS 65 holder. And this coin was really lovely. Yeah, I remember that one now. 65, so that's good. I mean, that's a nice solid looking coin. Oof, love me the toning on that guy. Love those burnt edges. That's some good stuff. All right, the 80O, this was in an INS 65 dimple holder. You know, and I thought it would come back maybe a 4 PL. And I still think that it should be PL. It came back a 4. I think that coin is definitely proof-like. You know, so that's +1 now on the +1 side of things. What else did we have that was in a holder? Oh, this was the one that was funny. I kind of laughed at because this guy here was in what was this in? A PCI 65 holder, and I thought, well, this is one of the nicest looking Silver Eagles I've seen. Like I see Silver Eagles that are in holders graded 70 that look ugly. This coin came back as 69, so whatever. We're +2 again, something like that. And afterwards, we're going to get back to where we just have all the global holders, which were in, you know, just BU, and see how they came back. I think that's what we've got left. So let's see how all those global holders came back, the BU coins, what they were graded. We got a 60. And we got another 60. It's an interesting grade. I think 60 is a pretty hard grade to get. I mean, those are some high-end coins, high-end luster. Let me be specific. Full luster. 81S's are probably the only coin where you can get MS60, MS61, and the coin still looks attractive. Interesting. We got another MS60, so we've got 3 60s and a 61. I should sort these out so as I go so I can remember. Another 61, so we got 3 60s and a 61. Here we go, we're getting up there in the world. We got a 62. I got like a stairway to heaven going up here. Or maybe I'm just playing Qbert, one of the two. 81S and another 61 holder. 3 and 3. This one in a 62. A little bit nicer. And it's still funny to me, some of the reverses on these coins are decent grade, and yet the obverse, it's like getting scratched up a little bit there. 81S and 61. 61s are leading the way right now, guys. And then we're going to look at the packaging and see what happened here. We'll see what they didn't grade. I find that really fascinating. Here's another 60. 81S and 62. Oh, wrong pile. So we've got, out of that group, we had 3 62s, 4 61s, and 4 60s. Now let's look at the stuff that they didn't holder. I'm really intrigued by this. First of all, can we get a return on some of these? Get a credit back? Yeah, there's the Eagle 65. This is a funny grade. That same, that one's lower, that one came back higher, that one came back higher. So there's those guys there. all the old holders. They send them back for you. Kind of fun. And let's see, so they didn't hold her. Okay, so this is pretty wild. So this 81S, they didn't hold her. Damage. Okay. Let's see what they're seeing here. Let's see if we can find out why they say damaged after they holded all those MS60s. Well, so there are some hairlines right through there in front of the face. You could just call the coin a 60. There are some, I'm just trying to find something that is, damage. When I think of damage, I just think of something that's like really obvious. You should be able to see it without a loop. Yeah, that's different. Second 81S, similar. It says damage. Also, this coin has those same hairlines right in front of the face. So that's like a wheel mark right there. But once again, I would kind of expect that they just crack it out and put it in a holder and just write wheel mark right on the holder like they normally do. Intriguing. What about Bugs? I was looking for this guy, the 55 Bugs Bunny. Huh. Take a closer look at this bad boy, trying to see what's happening here. And then I'll show you the all the information that PCGS gave us. Do not holder, did not cross. That's it. Did not cross. Well, I mean, that I don't understand. But you know what? That's all, folks.